licensure to teach. In addition to the master's prepared programs, we also offer education specialist in leadership as well as the Doctor of Education program. One of the things that we've been surprised, really, at Union is the number of people that are coming here to get their doctorate degree in education. Last year, the Hendersonville campus admitted more students to the doctoral programs than Jackson and Germantown combined. In the area of business, our bachelor's in organizational leadership with 5 different areas and concentrations enable people to begin their degree at Ball State and come and finish a degree at Union. In the area of ministry, our Master's of Christian Studies degree is for people that are called to ministry, people that are in ministry, and people that just want to know more about their faith. Future areas of development will include business administration and a Master's of Business Administration program. Well, it's great to offer degrees, but higher education should do more than just offer degrees. They should offer a direct benefit to everyone in the community. How do they do that? Through strategic partnerships. I want to mention 3 of strategic partnerships that are underway at this particular time. The details of some which we will be announcing later. The very first strategic partnership was that with First Baptist Church Hendersonville. Union needed a place to begin, and First Baptist Church very willingly opened their doors, and we have been there now 3.5 years. Without the generosity of First Baptist Church, Union would have never become a reality, and we will be forever grateful for that church and opening its doors to us. In addition to our partnership with Baptist schools, Union is evangelical by design, and it's Baptist by tradition. But in addition to our link to ministry, as I have indicated, we're an outstanding academic school. So as we look to the future, how can we impact Hendersonville and Sumner County? The first will be through our Center for Excellence in Healthcare Practice. The Center of Excellence is located in Jackson, Tennessee. But as we open our new center in May of this year, a major aspect of that center will be located in this community. Already, Union has formed a partnership with the Memorial Foundation here in Hendersonville and with the TriStar Healthcare System to provide an institute that will enable existing nurses and healthcare professionals to come to a state-of-the-art facility and to gain training in a very unique way and manner. In a traditional healthcare sort of education arena, you normally have the interaction of a teacher and students. It's a didactic sort of experience. At Union, in our Center for Excellence in Healthcare Practice, we will not only have state-of-the-art classrooms, but we will have one of 2 major simulation labs in the state of Tennessee. Now, many educational institutions have simulation equipment, but only 2 have simulation instructional facilities. One will be here in Hendersonville. As I see the building go up, I get excited about that corridor where it looks like you're entering an intensive care unit with rooms on each side, with an opportunity in the middle for nursing faculty and other healthcare professionals to view what is going on in those simulation rooms. Thank goodness you won't have to be the first one that a nursing student experiments on when they're doing their practicum experience. I want to thank Regina Bartlett for her leadership in helping to make this center and institute possible. You know those people that just don't take no for an answer? Regina is one of those people. We've worked on this for at least 2 years, maybe 3. And it is now a reality. The agreement has been signed and we are excited about it. In addition to our partnership in healthcare practice, we're going to be organizing a Sumner County Education Leadership Academy. What sets good school systems apart from great school systems? It's leadership. The same thing that separates all companies, businesses, or churches, for that matter, between good and great. Our second strategic partnership will be a leadership academy with Sumner County Schools. Even though it is an academy with Sumner County Schools, we'll be drawing upon talent in education from throughout the Mid-South. What are some of the things that we're going to be looking at in this academy? Well, we're going to be looking at leadership. How do you deal with change? How do you deal with resistance to change? How do you form a vision, a mission, and goals for a system and for a school? And how do we meet the new standards set by the state of Tennessee? We're going to be looking at the learning environment, setting high expectations for students and high expectations for teachers. We're going to be looking at the school culture, for isolation that often happens in a school. And how do we engage all stakeholders in a school? The third area that our academy will be reviewing is the curriculum. What is the curriculum? What are the 7 principal expectations of a curriculum leader? And you know, a principal is supposed to be the curriculum leader of the school. How do we focus the curriculum to meet the unique needs in a particular class, in a particular school? Then we'll be looking at the all-important assessment. My goodness, if one thing public schools do today, it is to assess what is going on. It's one thing to assess them. We've been doing assessment a long time. It's another thing to use that assessment data and to make positive changes that make changes in the instruction in the classroom. What are the key components of assessment? How do we use the data that we collect? And how do supervisors convince teachers that data is their friend? Finally, we'll be looking at instruction and every aspect of instruction. How do you design the curriculum? How do you provide professional development opportunities for teachers? How do you put rigor, relevance, and relationships into the instructional process? And how should we connect the curriculum and instruction from one course to the next, from one grade to the next? All of these will be important elements of that program. I'm pleased to report that one of the things we wanted to do when we set up the academy, one of the things I promised the school board, is that we would raise the money to fund our academy. Let me tell you, there's still opportunity for you to be involved in that. But I am very pleased to say that we have raised a great majority of the money already. We have many businesses and communities that are standing up and saying, we want to be a part of improving schools by improving the leadership in our schools. Already we have a premier sponsor in National Raps. Our own Hendersonville Foundation is a major sponsor of that program, and I commend the Chamber for their forward thinking to be a part of that. Wilson Bank and Trust has signed on as a sponsor, as well as Garrett Brothers Concrete and Gallatin. But as the old Baptist song says, there's still room for you. I want to ask at this time our union people, our union employees that are here today, I want them to stand up. We have accomplished so much in such a short period of time. Not only have we grown our enrollment, but we've now had our 100th graduate in a master's program from Union University. So I want to thank Renee Dyer, who leads our Bachelor's of Organizational Leadership program, Colin Gallagher, who leads our Masters of Ed program, Sid Woodruff, who is our liaison for our Masters of Christian Studies program for their hard work. You know, it's a great, great opportunity, and I thank God for the opportunity that I have had to be a part of a great institution like Union University, and to be able to come into this community and cast a vision of not just what we are, but what we're going to be by the grace of God and the help of the people of this community. I was just as proud of Union when I was a part-time employee in a closet in First Baptist Church as I am today as we get ready to open our new building. I want to invite you tonight, and if you don't want to come, you may know someone who needs to come. Periodically, we offer at Union what we call just an information session. People come and drop by and learn more about Union University. Meet our faculty. Meet the directors of our program. Find out what makes us tick. Look at the plans that we have for our new building that we'll be moving into in a short period of time. Tonight, we're actually having an information session from 5 to 6:30, and we welcome any of you or anyone that you know that might be interested in advancing their education through Union University to come and enjoy it and join us. Well, I'm often reminded of a scene from Lewis Carroll's 1865 novel, Alice in Wonderland. If you'll recall that novel, or even the Disney film that they produced, I'm not going to talk about the latest rendition of that, but in that particular novel, there is a scene where Alice is lost. She comes to a particular fork in the road, and she's trying to determine, how do I get home? As she's looking at all of these different options of which road to take, she looks up at the Cheshire Cat, who's grinning in the tree. And she says, I don't know which road to take. Well, the Cheshire Cat looks down and says, well, if you don't know where you're going, really just any road will do. I believe Hendersonville and Sumner County, in this community, we know where we're going. We know where we must be. Just any road will not do. But the right road will benefit us for years and years to come. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here today. I thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this chamber and to be a part of this community for the last 20 years. Now, if there are any questions, I'd be glad to let one of my colleagues answer them.